Hello, my name is Philip. I am a robot. Dr. Bert Spacklin is my creator. He built me to help him with this show. My first directive is to introduce today's episode as my creator does not feel well. He asked me to tell you thank you for listening to today's show. It is chock full of sports talk and is sure to be a great time. Have a nice day. Let's start the show.
Sports. I am your host, Bert. With me as always, I have my co-host Dubs. Say what up, Dubs.
What the fuck is up?
And Meech. Say what up, Meech.
What up?
Alright. So, let's talk about the Mets.
So 62 unanswered texts followed by dick pics. How do we feel?
I mean,
he's
a
Is that
creep.
even a question? What do you mean, how do we feel? Yeah.
Yes. The Mets owner was a total fucking creeper. And to answer your question,
Not owner.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't,
Don't
come
at
slander
Uncle Stevie like that.
Yeah, don't you slander
No,
Uncle Stevie.
You're so
bro.
right. Uncle Stevie, you're all right. We're all good, dude. No, he's a total creeper, and I'm totally fine with them booting him out. Like, fuck him. I don't want him involved with my organization. Like,
Yeah, it was
I don't
a
think
pretty
winning's
quick
that important,
response.
you know?
I got a question for you two. How many unanswered texts does it take for you guys to realize they're not interested?
3.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I was
3 to 4,
Three.
like 3 to 4, and then you're like, okay.
And it
Like,
also
we're done
depends
here.
on the time frame in which you sent them. Like, if you send 3 immediately and they don't respond, that could just mean they're working or something, right? But if you
Right.
send
'Cause
3 over the
I
course
text
of like
like
8
that.
hours and they don't respond, bitch, you're being ignored.
They don't want
Yeah.
to talk to you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
again,
like, I'm
obnoxious.
talking like three to 4 in like a day time frame. Like if you've left them there and they haven't responded, it's like they didn't forget. They're just ghosting
Yeah,
you.
they just don't want to talk to you.
Unless you're the GM of the Mets, and then you're like, you know what? Dick pic. That'll reel them back in.
Ugh.
Yeah, that'll get them back. And also, why don't we just continue to blow up her phone after the dick pic as well? Like, let's just not stop.
Hey, you like that?
got canned.
Did you like that picture?
Yeah, so bad. It's so cringy, dude. Like, it's not okay. Like, it's just like, come on.
Yeah, it's just
You
not.
can't do it.
Yeah, you're crossing a line that's just unfucking acceptable.
I can't remember if it was the guys on Part of My Take or not, but I think they said, like, you should never send a dick pic. And if you have to get, like, a signed release before you do it. Like, and I was like, yeah, basically. Like, it's just not.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
maybe if you've been dating
like,
someone for a while, maybe then it's acceptable. But, like, it's never acceptable for someone you're not in a relationship with. Like, what the fuck, dude?
And definitely not acceptable if it's not asked for, but
Yeah,
it's whatever.
exactly.
I'm more concerned about the 62 messages, honestly. Like,
So many.
I feel like
So
that's
many.
more creepy than sending a dick pic because you're just like, hey, I'm still here.
I
Hey,
mean,
still here.
I don't know if we're as men in any position to really say what's worse, but I agree with you. The 62 messages to me is like, I mean, that's not even borderline harassment. It just is harassment. Like, it's fucking disgusting, dude.
It's like a total unawareness too. Like all of us said about the same, right? 3 to 4, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
within a day, and like you're just like, why are you so consumed with this person? Like, just fucking live and let die, bro. Like, Jesus
I love
Christ.
that whoever went through the messages was like, this guy fucking 62 times. No answer. Like, they got it down to the number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I'm so glad that number got released to the public is really what I'm saying.
yeah. I'm with you. I mean, as we often say on the show, big oof.
Big oof. And it's not like we all haven't done stupid shit, but like at some point you realize how stupid you're being. And after you send, like the 10th message, that should have been your threshold to be like, I'm being so fucking stupid right now. Nope, 50 more. Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Tough day to be a Mets fan.
Yeah, well, I think they acted pretty quickly. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the report came out about 11. He was fired at like 8. or something like that. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Well, it's just tough. He
they
brought
definitely
in
did
the
right
most
thing.
talent the franchise has had in a decade, and he's gone a week later. It's just tough.
Yeah, but I also think that probably honestly has more to do with Uncle Steve just being willing to
nah,
spend the
they
money.
they should have to give back the acquisitions he made. Honestly,
Oh,
they
fuck
should have to
off.
send those guys
Get
back to
out of here with
Cleveland.
that bullshit. No
Anything
way.
Francisco Lindor does in a Mets uniform is going to be tainted by the
The
Porter
blood's on your
regime.
hands if you keep those guys, man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
You're just
Shut the
asking
fuck
for it.
up. This is
those
not going to
you're
work on
encouraging
me.
that kind of behavior
This
from
is-
your GM.
Nice try.
Do you
though.
want that kind
Nice
of
try, though.
culture in your locker room?
All right, this is sounding a little bit like a certain radio broadcast that I'm not going to mention. But anyway, I'm
Just
sure
in a rope in the
there's
closet,
more
too.
baseball news we got to get to. So let's not give this fucking creeper pig any more time on our show, and let's just move through to get to some real stuff here. What do you say?
Yeah, so the Blue Jays signed
The Blue
probably the
Jays.
biggest offensive free agent this year, George Springer, 6-year deal, $150 million. He heads to the AL East. How are you feeling about that, Dubs?
Fuck that guy. He rakes against the Red Sox every time he plays us. Now I got to do it way more times a year, and it's against a team that just seems to be getting better.
There were rumors of bringing in his buddy Brantley, also from the Astros. That fell through as he used their offer to get a new offer from Houston. Re-signs with Houston. So Brantley did not go to the Blue Jays as initially reported. And then you had the Twins signing J.A. Happ.
Garbage.
He's been around your guys' neighborhood for a
Garbage.
while. Yeah, I mean, he's pretty old at this point. But, you know, he adds depth to that rotation, I guess.
They
JT
signed a hefty trash bag and called it J.A. Happ. Threw a jersey
You're a
on
hater,
it, gave him
man.
a bag of money.
He has not looked great, though, the last few years. I
He's
will say
fucking
that.
garbage. I don't even
Yeah,
know why
that's
you brought him up.
I mean, he's a signing.
I looked
guess.
at that signing and went, that's not show worthy because J.A. Happ is a garbage can.
It's the Twins, though. Like, that's a big deal for the Twins. I feel like picking up someone like that. It'd be like if that would be like
Way to
it's a
shit
team-
on the whole fucking franchise. Real
Well,
quick.
it's a team that never has pitching. I feel like.
Congrats, guys! You got J.A. Happ.
It'd be the same like if the Angels signed him. I'd be like, oh, they got a pitcher because they never have fucking pitching there.
I need pitching.
Yeah, you do. JT Real Muto apparently has offers on the table from the Phillies, but the Braves
of
are also
$100
looking
million.
at him. Yeah, the Braves are also looking at him, and if he goes to the Braves, that makes them a real danger in the NL. Honestly, they already have
Yeah.
such a complete team, and if they get him, they're locked up everywhere. Like they have
Another team a disgraced GM has touched.
Yeah, only other person kicked out of baseball for life. Trevor Bauer is rumored.
Quoted him in an essay once. Alex Anthopoulos, whatever the fuck his name is.
Alex Anthopoulos is the current GM. That's not the one that got booted.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, all right. Well, mixed up the names.
yeah, you did.
Pulled a Meech.
Yeah, because when we lost Farhan Zaidia, I was sad because they just lost Anthopoulos. Because at one point the Dodgers had like 7 former GMs in their fucking front office. But yeah, I wanted him to take over for GM, really, because Andrew Friedman's the president, so obviously he's not going anywhere. But I wanted him to be the GM because I liked Anthopoulos. But so it wasn't him. I can't remember who the guy's name was that got booted, but I knew it was not him. Trevor Bauer is still out there. Dodgers rumored to be into him, although I think that's a false rumor. Dodgers are rumored to be into everyone, just like the Yankees, Red Sox, like all the powerhouses, which is kind of what I was giving Birdie shit for last time. Is like, oh, the Mets are rumored on everyone because the Mets are also rumored on him. So it's kind of like, you know, if you have money and you're willing to spend it, you're rumored to be in on everyone. Bauer doesn't make sense for our organization. We don't need pitching. Also, we have a bunch of contracts coming up that are going to be expensive. We have Walker Texas Ranger at some point, Bellinger and Seager all coming up in the next couple of years to re-sign. Those are all going to be expensive contracts.
It's gonna be a pretty penny.
Yeah. Seager's probably gone. I mean, in all reality, but we don't need to deep delve into the Dodgers roster moves right now. Bauer also on the Angels and Mets radar, so we'll see where he ends up.
Okay. Also, Walker Texas Ranger, terrible TV show. How about the NBA news, Dubs? What's going on
bro.
in the
I liked
in the
Walker Texas
basketball
Ranger
world?
when I was little.
Why are you shitting on Chuck Norris?
Dude, I love Chuck Norris. I mean, I've seen like all of his movies, but Walker Texas Ranger is bad. I mean, it's real bad. I just can't help but talk in that accent anytime I talk.
Grandma went to high school with Walker Texas Ranger.
Your grandma went to high school with Chuck Norris?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why did I just learn this now?
Because we have never talked about Chuck Norris before.
What?
Yeah, somewhere in LA. I can't remember what the actual name of the high school
That's
is.
fucking amazing.
Fuck?
I wonder.
And my
if
dad went to the high school where
dope.
they shot Grease. Venice High.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did he sing and dance?
On Meech's? No. He did wear a leather jacket. No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to say, like, super interesting background on Meech there for the show.
Where the fuck did? All right, I like it.
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
like it too.
That
I'm
brings
here
us-
for it. I'm
That
here
brings
for
us
it.
into basketball, boys.
It's a good transition to basketball, where the Lakers. No.
Lakers lost the other night to the Warriors, but anyway, Kyrie came back, didn't do much. He got outshined by Colin Sexton, who is really becoming an all-star here. In I believe this is the third season now. Looking like the main option there in Cleveland. On another note, the Wizards had a sixth straight game canceled by the league due to a COVID breakout they have at the moment.
Yeah, that's going around,
also
man.
it is. That's the most games a team has had to cancel this season. Second is my Celtics.
How many have they canceled?
4, I believe.
Okay, so that's not good either. Yeah, it's going around. It's happened in the NHL too. Capitals have had some COVID issues.
Capitals got fined.
Yeah, they got fined $100,000 for something honestly like so fucking stupid of him to do that. Like, you know the protocols, dude. Like,
It was Ovechkin, right?
Yeah, for those who don't know, Ovechkin went and hung out, I think in Samsonov's room, or maybe it was Kuznetsov's room, but it was another player's room, hotel room, and, that's against the protocol. So they got fined $100,000. I think they actually have 4 people on the COVID list right now, which is why the NHL has, like, the taxi squad and everything, so you can replace players and stuff. And then there's the Hurricanes, too, but I think the Hurricanes is even worse. I think they have, like, 5 players this week.
Yeah, and they said today they hope to be back up and running by next week. I was like, no fucking chance. You have 5 people on the list.
Yeah, at all. And I think the Hurricanes are the first team to have a game suspended because of COVID. I'm pretty sure their game had to get moved.
That is correct.
Yeah, so I mean, we all
it's happening in all the leagues. We said it was
we
going
all
to happen.
knew it was going to happen.
Yep.
It was just a matter of when
and how it's handled.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be handled pretty well. They've in the playoffs they did a really good job of handling it. And I
the
think
MLB kind of led the
nice.
way. MLB kind of led the way, and it was a little sloppy. And it's they've gotten better about it as the other leagues have started.
I mean, anyone who is the first to do it is always going to make the most mistakes. That's just the way it's going to be in anything, So,
and canceling games, not coming back during COVID.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, you just have less control in a bubble as well, and they're not doing the bubble thing right now. But I mean, I think during the NBA bubble, the players could hang out with each other, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, in the NHL bubble, they could do it too, but they're not really in a bubble. They're just like
Ovechkin's wife said something about that.
About
Ovechkin's
what?
wife was how the NBA was able to hang out with people and how they were able to in the bubble for hockey. She was like, "It's stupid that they did it before, and now Ovechkin's getting fined and suspended." But Typical Capitals bitching.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and if you really
Am I
think
right,
about
Bernie?
it, though, yes, you are 100% right. But if you, as a matter of fact, a Capitals fan who's a friend of mine.
Hey, real
What?
quick.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten your shirt video.
Don't worry. I figured why do it in the beginning of the season? I'm gonna wait until it at least hots up a little bit.
All right, that's fine.
It's
Making
coming.
sure you
Don't.
didn't
It's
forget.
coming. Don't worry. I didn't forget.
All
I
right.
will honor the bet. I'm a man of my word. But yeah, I mean, two things I'll say about it is one, yes, you're right. Capitals fans are bitching because my friend who's a Caps fan texted me today and was like, "This is ridiculous. I can't believe it." I was like, "Dude, what the fuck do you mean?" Like, one, he's a seasoned vet. He knows the fucking rules. He broke the fucking rules. It's that fucking simple. And two, yeah, they could hang out with their family in the bubble because the bubble was way more isolated. Like everyone was in the same building. They couldn't leave the area. So when you have everyone quarantined in the same building, yeah, of course you can all hang out. You're all in the safe zone. But when you're traveling to different cities and shit, like that's a whole other ball game, dude.
It's too many
Yeah,
too many
variables.
factors.
Yeah.
Variables was
Just
the
too-
word
yeah.
I fucking thought of variables a minute ago, and then my stoned ass was like, it's gone. Throw out factors.
Word still works, man. So like, you always say it's an excuse, right? The title of
Had
the
a
show is an
fucking Meech
excuse.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've had a couple
Popovich.
Meech moments already. Popovich.
Oh, you mean Popovich?
I fucking love that, man. Popovich. Popovich. All right, so you boys want to talk about football?
Well, also, I was
Yeah.
bringing back to finishing up on the NBA.
Yeah.
Warriors, as Dubs indicated, beat the Lakers the other day.
The Dubs beat the Lakers, indicated by Dubs.
Oh, I'll give it up for Oscar Wilde wordplay like that.
Mm. But the Warriors are starting to heat up. They've won their last 2 games. We'll see how they do tonight, but they're in 5th place at 8-6 right now. So it's funny
Watch
because
out.
I feel like Steph took a lot of heat at the beginning of the year, and then he's kind of heated up. They'll definitely be in the playoffs for sure, but they're starting to come on strong. And then, did you guys see that press conference that Steph had?
No, I
Nah,
heard
man.
about it, but I didn't get to see it.
Okay, so some of these Zoom meetings are fantastic. First, there was the one with Johnny Lawrence where the female reporter said, "Man, that mustache looks really bad. He should save that." She was not muted. Not muted.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah,
That
Johnny
is
Lawrence heard that.
Johnny Lawrence is not his name.
Johnny Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence. Why do I always call him
fucking
Johnny?
time.
I don't know.
Dude, for so long I was trying to figure out who the fuck you were talking about. And then you said the mustache thing, and I was like, oh my god, he's talking about Trevor Lawrence again.
Trevor Lawrence.
Hold on. Where did Johnny come from?
I don't know. He looks like a Johnny. I don't know. He looks like he looks like he would be called Johnny. Like that looks like what his.
All right. Well, once he gets to the NFL, he's officially going to be Johnny Boy.
Kinda looks like his name should be
Johnny
Kathy
Boy.
or Stacy.
Johnny Boy Lawrence.
Old Johnny Boy Lawrence.
Right? Should that be it? That should be his name.
It should be his
I'm
name.
circulating
Absolutely.
a petition.
He should
John
sign, he
Boy
should sign a
Lawrence for
record
the
deal.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, he should sign a record deal to make like old time blues records and go by the name Johnny Boy Lawrence for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Trevor
that's what I'm
Lawrence.
saying.
Shout out if you're listening. You're not, but if you are,
Yeah, he's not.
go get a blues career.
Yeah, dude, I'll help you out with it. Just like I'm going to help Meech get into the Coke game. Anyway.
We're cutting that, right?
Slinging
We're not-
bricks.
That's not going to the show.
I mean, if we don't get into the Coke game, it's not a problem. What, are you in the Coke game now, bro?
No.
Just had
Anyway.
no problem dropping money for Transistor. I don't know where it came from. I paid all in cash. It was weird.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, these Zoom conferences are funny because of the I was about to say Johnny Lawrence again, the Trevor Lawrence
God
thing.
damn it.
And then Steph Curry recently got called Wardell on
That's his
on a
first
Zoom
name.
meeting. That's his first. That's not his first name. Shut
Yeah,
up.
it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he's Wardell.
I'm Googling it right now.
That's not
I'm a Steph Curry stan. His name's fucking Wardell.
really.
Yeah. He's named after Papa Curry.
He ain't lying.
Huh?
He ain't
Anyway,
lying. I'm a trooper.
he got a sideways ass look from Steph on the fucking the thing. But yeah, he was like, Wardell, why is Kelly Oubre so good at putback dunks? And you just
Not good at threes.
and you just see Steph's face like, what? But it was great. Like just the reaction. I did not know his real name was Wardell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wardell,
amazing.
Stephen Curry.
I didn't know that either, but I'm not really a basketball guy, so. All right, now do you want to talk about some football?
Well, just real quickly, I was gonna go over NCAA basketball. It was just a quick top 5 as of right now: Gonzaga, Baylor, Villanova, Iowa, and Texas. And then
I love Iowa, by the way.
You love Iowa?
Yeah, Luka Garza's a fucking stud.
Oh yeah. Noticeable absences from the usual power teams include Duke, Kentucky, UNC, and Wake Forest and Syracuse. So the Blue Bloods are not in the top 25.
All right, let me talk about my Cats real quick. Kentucky's freshman crop this year just doesn't have it. They don't like each other. They don't play well together. They're bitching on and off the court, wins or losses. They don't play defense, but expect offense to come naturally. And that's just not how it works when you're playing actual teams in the SEC because fucking college teams play defense. What?
Don't you think a coach could fix that?
Don't. All right. Everyone's shitting on Calipari. I get it. People don't fucking like him. He gets all the top recruits, and he hasn't won a championship since 2012. I get it. But he's still one of the top coaches. He still pops out a shitload of NBA players, including stars. And like I said, this class just doesn't fucking have it.
I mean, I think it has a little bit to do with because even not really Kentucky usually, but even Duke usually sprinkles in 1 or 2 senior classmates.
Kentucky doesn't.
Junior, senior. Kentucky doesn't, but
they'll have a sophomore.
Yeah, you think that? I feel like that has something to do with all the Blue Bloods being out though, because I feel like all of them usually sprinkle in 1 or 2, exception of Kentucky. So that might be a problem that they usually do and they don't now.
That's fair. Kentucky just they need to get their fucking heads out of their asses, but they fucked the season up so hard at the start that it's basically a lost season already. Which is tough because now they're just going to get criticism and Cal's going to get criticism for the rest of the year based off of a really shitty start.
I mean, he's a big boy. He can take it.
Yeah, whatever.
So now can we talk about some football?
Yeah.
All right.
First,
can I start with Dan Campbell?
Sure.
You can, yeah, because I was going to jump into the news and hirings and stuff.
Dan Campbell had his press conference today with the Lions. And Meech, we had said we had no idea who this guy was. I'm fucking on the bandwagon, 100%. I'm going to give you a quote from his opening press conference. Here's what I do know, is that this team is going to take on the identity of the city. The city's been down, and it found a way to get up. It's found a way to overcome adversity, so this team is going to be built on that. We're going to kick you in the teeth, and when you punch us back, we're going to smoke. We're going to smile at you, and when you knock us down, we're going to get back up, and on the way back up, bite a kneecap off.
Yeah, I'm in. You sold me. I'm in 100, more than 100%. I'm all in on that.
Oh, there's more. There's more. Do you have the rest of the quote or no?
He
said they're going to get, so on the way back up, they're going to bite one kneecap. Then they're going to get knocked down again, bite the other kneecap. And then on the third time, it's going to be too hard to knock them down.
Man. I'm so here for it. That is amazing. Wow.
I did love it.
I'm speechless.
Whatever.
I'm speechless.
That's sold.
Fucking incredible. Yeah. I'm
Lions
hook, line, and
fans,
sinker.
You're probably too broken at this point to have hope. But if you do, I hope you're rallying around this guy because that's the shit I want to hear from my coach coming into a losing program like that, losing franchise.
Biting kneecaps, huh?
Yeah, I like it.
Hell yeah.
Came in fiery.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I feel like a lot of people didn't know who the fuck he was.
I think
so.
the problem for me
He's
was
like
he didn't
setting
even
the
come in
tone
fiery.
early. He's setting the tone.
He said it in like a normal tone. Like if he was like, "Hey, we're gonna get knocked down, and then we're gonna bite the knee all the way up," he didn't say it like that.
It's not the WWE, bro.
I think he wanted to.
But
and
you
the
can't.
Lions
But what he said is
people were
kind of like
"You
a
gotta
clown
talk,
statement.
Dude." Nah, I'm sold.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm sold.
If
I'm
you're
writing
gonna
it
come out
down
and
that you're
say
against
that,
the Lions.
if you're gonna come out and say that, you have to say it with like fervor. You can't say it like a normal person.
I get that.
That's
but he's
the
in a
reason
press
you're
conference.
not
What do you want him
sold.
to do? What do you want him smashing chairs like Bernie said?
I want at least a Coach Saban podium tap. Like that's what I want. Out of it, like I want at least that amount of intensity. If you're gonna be talking about playing hard-nosed football and biting people's kneecaps when you get up, like
I have
give
an
me a break.
idea.
Like,
I have an idea. What if Detroit just hires The Rock to deliver all his press conference answers for him?
that would be perfect. I
Right?
would be on board.
I'd
mean,
be sold.
Yeah, like
There's no way The Rock's going to a shithole like Detroit, though.
Yeah,
Let's be real.
Yeah, for real. But I'm just
He's
saying,
making
like,
tequila.
that
and
might be
making
my
fucking
best
big
idea
bucks.
ever. Like that might be the best idea I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah, if they could
It's
bring
up there.
back, like, if he had, like, The Rock's persona, I would buy in. He didn't. He just sat there and said it like a creeper. I don't know. Like, they didn't do anything for him.
I'm sorry, man. I absolutely adore the fact that you're not sold because he didn't deliver it like a professional wrestler. It's like the funniest take
Because,
ever.
no. Because if you're going to be, like, a tough-nosed coach, I'm fine with that. I am for, like, Lou Piniella was great, right? Like, a fire, like... You know, like I want an animated manager, whatever, right, coach?
Meech wants the glass shatter every time he comes out to a press conference.
I'm a
But
man.
if you're going
I'm
to talk
for it.
like that, if you're going to use words like that and use that kind of mentality, how do you not speak with like any kind of like
ferocity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you. No, I mean it makes sense. It's just hilarious when you like think about it. I know.
I mean,
what
it
you're
was.
saying.
I
It's totally
chuckled
valid.
when I first saw it.
Yeah,
for
come
sure.
on. It's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing.
Also,
go ahead.
Washington Football Club. The Washington Football Club has hired a GM, Martin Mayhew. We don't really know him, but he's from the 49ers organization. So that is now officially their GM. Nick Sirianni got hired as my head coach. The Eagles hire Nick Sirianni, the Colts offensive coordinator.
So I have a question before you get into that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Bieniemy didn't get hired.
Mm-hmm.
You hired this guy. Both don't call plays.
Mm-hmm.
Both OCs. I feel like you got the worst version of the two. Is that because Bieniemy didn't want to go to the Eagles, or did you guys not want Bieniemy?
Well, he didn't even want an interview with us. So that's what I'm saying. Like when we were, I'm happy with this hiring because the top two coordinates coordinates like maps. The top two coordinators didn't want to interview. So Dable or Bieniemy, neither wanted to interview with the Eagles, probably because we fired a Super Bowl winning coach 3 years after. Out of all the people we interviewed, I'm fine with this hire. Honestly.
That was going to be my question, is like how you really felt about it. So
yeah, I did not want Josh McDaniels.
Oh, it's clear. Oh, it's very clear.
Yeah, I did not want him in my building at all. I wasn't crazy about Dennis Allen interviewing the Saints D coordinator, former Raiders head coach. And I think Bulls interviewed. So like I did want Deuce. Deuce has a special place in my heart. He was our running back when I started liking the team. So Deuce has a special place in my heart. I love Deuce. And I would have rather have had him be the head coach just because then you can put like an Eagles spin on it, right? But Nick Sirianni, at the end of the day, I'm not sad about that hire. Like I'm happy that it was I either wanted him or Deuce. I would have preferred Deuce. But
When I hear Deuce, I think of McAllister.
yeah, I mean, he was more. I feel like you had to be an Eagles fan to know Deuce Staley on it. Like he wasn't like.
I've
I don't
heard the
feel
name. I
like
couldn't
he
tell you
was-
what he looked like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, he was a little bit more prototypical running back, and then they brought in Westbrook. So like then they brought in like that, and then like McCoy. So like after him, they started bringing in a little bit different kind of running back. He could still catch and stuff, but he was more of a runner.
Yeah, all right.
But he's been on our coaching staff for like 20 years, so he's been there forever. Basically since he retired, he's been on a coaching staff there. So I would have rather have had him, but I'm not too sad about Nick Sirianni.
Right. I got you. Yeah. Solid.
Given who we interviewed.
Solid Eagles rant from Meech.
You know
today.
who is
Love
probably pretty sad today?
it. Huh.
Who?
Steelers fans.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
They signed Dwayne Haskins,
Big
the man,
oof.
the myth, the maskless wonder. Dwayne Haskins headed to the Steelers on a 1-year deal. To make the matter worse, they are expected to interview Hugh Jackson for OC of Browns 0-16 lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we heard a lot of talk about black coaches not getting their due. I feel like Bieniemy honestly is being selective. I feel like Dable and Bieniemy, the top two coordinates, why do I keep calling them coordinates? Coordinators. Jesus Christ, I can't speak ever. The top two coordinators, I feel like we're both being pretty selective. Although I do feel like Bieniemy's going to wind up being head coach of the Texans. Because he had a press conference today.
Doesn't it feel like that?
And, well, did you see his press conference today?
I didn't, but everyone was saying that it's like done. He's not going to get a job. And I was like, did the Texans hire anyone?
The Texans haven't hired anyone. And he would be a slam dunk hire for them. And I feel like he's been super selective over who, he wants, like.
The question in Houston is
both.
stepping in is the Watson situation, obviously.
Right, but I feel like that would actually appeal. And that's what I feel.
Agreed.
So his demeanor at the press conference, which was about the Chiefs. The press conference was about the Chiefs. It was Chiefs questions.
Right.
But he was asked about getting passed up for a job stuff, but he rolled off of it super like chill. Like he was just like,
I'll have to watch it.
I just want to talk about what we're doing here, and we'll talk about my stuff in the off season and stuff like that. But he didn't sound like a guy who got rejected.
That sounds like, bitch, you'll hear about it in a couple of weeks.
Either that or I would so much rather be OC than a head coach for any of these teams, because I feel like him and Dable really could pick who they want, and they did. Like Dable didn't interview for like 3 or 4 of them.
I remember. I knew Dable was being really selective with it.
Yeah, Dable was being super selective, and then Bieniemy wouldn't interview for us. So, I mean, with good reason. Like I said at the time, when you fire a coach that won a Super Bowl 3 years ago, you're not going to attract the top talent. So, but the feel I got was either that he's going to be the Texans head coach, which will fix the Deshaun Watson situation, and or he's just going to stay in KC for another year until more jobs come available that he could take.
I think either way, he's going to be successful.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that guy's going to be a good head coach for a while. But that will bring us to our last bit of news before we get to the preview. And that's that the Cincinnati Bengals are unveiling new jerseys in the spring for the first time since 2004.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. Do you have a picture of them?
They haven't released them.
They haven't released them. They just released the announcement.
They released all of the jerseys they have had in the past and ended it with #new stripes.
Okay.
So we got new jerseys coming for old Joey Bats.
I mean, I love their jerseys. I think they're awesome. So
I think me and you both ranked them in the top 10. I don't know if
I can't remember. I
like the black and the orange combo. I don't like the way they're done. I feel like they could be done so much better.
I just like the stripes.
Hopefully they nail it this time, because like you said, Meech, they could be like a top 3 jersey without a doubt.
Oh, easily, because black and gold, black and orange just goes so well together. I hate admitting that being a Dodgers fan.
But
being in the same division as the stupid Giants.
but it's the
But, yeah.
Bungles, and they'll probably
Yeah.
find a way to fuck it up. So I'm not super excited about it, but something to look out for.
Well, they did draft Joey Bats, so that was a step.
They didn't fuck that
So
up,
maybe
but they
they're
let him
moving.
get hurt. So there's always
that's
some
actually-
give and take with the Bengals.
All right, so
But
that
anyway.
brings us to Double's favorite part of the show.
The preview.
Yeah, go ahead. Go on, boy. Do it.
It's time for the preview.
All right, so the preview is getting shorter and shorter, isn't it, as the time goes on, which means we're getting closer and closer to the inevitable climax of the NFL season. So let's talk about the Bills and the Chiefs.
We have to define climax for Meech. He's never had one.
Wow.
God damn it. That stopped me dead in my tracks. All right, so like I was saying, let's talk about...
Climax was a weird word to choose. That I mean, honestly,
You went
I
closer,
would've
closer
chosen-
to
This
climax.
is the
I
guy
had to throw
like
it
a
in.
couple weeks ago almost said a team fingered somebody. He's telling me I picked a weird
I
word.
get it, but climax.
I've listened to that
I would have
part.
said like the end of the season or the Super Bowl.
Or I
I've
could have said
listened to
Apex,
that
fair
fingered
enough.
part about the Jaguars like 5 times. I've listened to it so many times. It makes me laugh every time.
It's pretty good.
It's a pretty good like minute conversation.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty solid soundbite. All right, so Bills and Chiefs, what do we think, boys?
Chiefs.
I'm actually going Bills.
Me
I'm
too.
calling the Bill shot here.
Me too.
What's up, bitches?
I'm a little
We'll
nervous
talk
now that
next
Birdie's
week.
jumped on, but
Hey,
The Bills were expected to get run over by the Ravens. I mean, not expected, but their run defense was the weak part.
right.
And they stepped up. They held Lamar in check. Their pass defense did what they had done all season. But they are going up against a different quarterback. Lamar is stronger on his feet. Mahomes is going to pick you apart through the air. If he's playing, I'm sure he will be. Allen did have no turnovers last week. So if they're able to protect the ball, I think this is going to be a really close game. Comes down to the last possession or two. What do you think, Meech?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it all years. All year, the Chiefs just haven't been beating people convincingly. So I don't think it's going to be a blowout, no matter.
Not
what.
at all. I think it's going to be like a 3-point game. It's going to be
Yeah, I
close.
think it's going to be a super close game. I also think Mahomes is going to start. As we all know,
you can't not start him.
the only thing I was thinking about, so it came out after the game. He got taken out. It was nerve damage, is what they said it was. And
Don't know
so,
if that's true, but we'll take it.
well, the only thing that made me think it was true is
neck.
that Joe Thomas said that could happen on like nerve, like that he's seen it happen before. That
I
made me
trust Joe
feel-
Thomas.
Exactly.
Joe
Like,
Thomas's
he's
word is law.
the best. Yeah, he's like that could actually be what happened.
All right. If Joe
And it
Thomas
makes sense.
said
Like
I'll believe
it would
it.
also affect your walking and stuff like that. If anything spinal
It would.
related. So like I get it. And he did land in like an awkward like way, so he might have like tweaked the nerve. Anyway,
That being
that being
said,
said,
please protect Mahomes. He's good
that
for
being,
the game.
That being said, he still is in concussion protocol because if it's suspected that you have a concussion when you're taking off the field, you are automatically placed in and you don't come out of it until you pass the last test. So he is in concussion protocol. But that being said, I think he's still going to play. Also has a turf toe injury. All of those aside, I think it's going to be, unless the league tells him you didn't pass concussion protocol, you can't play. I think he'll be out. So I'm taking the Bills even with him playing is what I suspect. But like I said, the Bills, it's the number one offense versus the number 2 offense. So the number 1 offense is the Chiefs, number 2 offense is the Bills. But the Bills have a little bit better of a defense. So I'm thinking that they will be fine. And even if it's a duel, like an air raid duel, essentially, I think the Chiefs have the Bills have a good chance of beating the Chiefs.
I'm not even going to disagree with you. I think this game is like so razor thin.
It really is.
It
one
really is.
One stat that's going to it really swung me towards the Chiefs was Mahomes has a rating of 134 when facing 5 or more pass rushers, and Buffalo blitzes the 8th most in the NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he picks apart zone, he picks apart blitzes. Like it's pretty hard to get Mahomes, done. That being said,
Just a 134 rating against the blitz is crazy. That's so high.
Yeah. So and one of your weapons is always going to be open. He has probably the best receiving tight end in the league right now. He has one of the fastest wide receivers in the league. He has another fast wide receiver, and then he has a veteran possession receiver. So he has
plus a running back with 8 yards of carry last week.
Right. He just has and then he can escape too. That's the one thing where I'm he might not be as dangerous if he can't escape. He will be dangerous being able to throw. But you could see even last week when he got hit, it wasn't an egregious hit or anything, but he didn't escape from the defender like he usually does. And I think that part of that might have been his toe. So
right.
I think that it's going to be a very close game no matter what. One of Allen's worst games was against the Chiefs in week 6. So it's like a pick 'em, honestly. I just think the Bills are a little bit better all around.
That's set up a great transition there, Meech, because that's the case in both games. Allen was bad against the Chiefs the first time they played, and Rodgers had his worst game of the season one of the worst games of the season against the Bucs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he gets a second go around here. Brady Rodgers Bowl number 4. Rodgers was just named first team All-Pro, as well as Devontae Adams. Like I said, bad game against Tampa Bay. His first go around was held to his lowest QBR of the season, as well as getting picked off once and no touchdowns. Last week, Rodgers was not sacked. Neither was Brady. This is going to be a battle of great offensive lines. And I really think that's going to be a huge factor in this one, is what defensive front could get to the QB.
So who are you going to pick? I know.
I've been trying to hold it off.
It's tough.
I'm picking the Packers this week.
All right, fuck it, Bucks. Let's go, Brady. Run it back for 7, baby.
Yeah, your boy. I'm picking the Packers for a couple different reasons. One, I think they are better overall, although it's super close. This is a super close matchup as well. However, they are playing at Lambeau. They will have people in the stadium. It will be cold, a high of 28 degrees, 50% chance of snow showers.
That ain't shit for Brady.
Hopefully, well, it wasn't back in the day. But we all heard his little comment where he doesn't plan on going back to play in the cold. And so, maybe he's a little bit, maybe that age is taking, maybe, his fingers are a little stiff in the cold. We know it won't be a problem for Aaron Rodgers.
Ask Giselle. Tom's got the best fingers in the game.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it's a team from Tampa. Warm weather teams traditionally have problems in the cold.
Yeah.
And so I think that the weather is going to play. Also, like we've talked about, the Packers have a home field advantage, even if no one were to play just by being Lambeau. I think they've lost 3 games over the last 2 years there. They win at Lambeau all the time. Secondly, they're going to have some fans there. They were loud last weekend, caused a couple of false starts for the Rams. So I think that they'll play a part in the game. At the end of the day, it's will the weapons for Brady show up? Antonio Brown left last week's game. It's reported that he's a game time decision this week. Jair Alexander from the Packers will be probably most matched up against Mike Evans about 70% of the time. Last time they played,
So that would be my guess.
Yeah, the last time they played, that was the matchup number. The targets were 1 for Mike Evans, and it was not a completed pass. So if
one of those classic Mike Evans disappearing acts.
Yeah, there are those games for sure. So if Antonio Brown doesn't play and Mike Evans is neutralized, you really have to hope that Gronk, the other tight ends, and Godwin show up. basically, for the Bucks to have more of an offense.
All right, well, I have one last question before we get the hell out of here. Out of the two possible matchups, which one would you rather see?
Both.
Yeah, literally both. Like this is one of the
stupid
ones I
question.
don't care either
Yeah.
one.
What the fuck, Meech?
This is stupid. You know what? If we had to choose games, that would be great. There's only 2 games. I'm watching both of all.
No.
of them.
I'm not saying
he's
that.
asking
I'm saying once
for
it's
the
all
Super
said
Bowl.
and done, yeah. What matchup would you rather see?
In the Super Bowl.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm the same boat. I don't really care. If I had to choose, I think I would say Brady Mahomes because
Yeah.
they had
Me too.
the AFC Championship game they played in was an absolute fucking classic. So I'd like to see
Yeah,
that.
I mean,
it'd
I'd
just be cool
probably
to see like the
choose-
old guard against the new guard. You know what I mean?
I'd probably choose like the Bills versus the Packers if I had to choose.
That's the thing, though, is if that was the game, I would be just as excited. Like,
Yeah. Right.
like-
Yeah, I mean,
Well, that's why
either
I
way,
asked.
I don't think you're getting robbed. I think these
Yeah.
are the best 4 teams in the NFL this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be these 2 weekends are going to be great. This weekend and Super Bowl weekend are going to.
Oh
be
yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. That's for sure. All right. Well,
I did look up.
Yeah.
I did look up just real quick on Brady capping off the Bucks analysis. 32 career playoff wins. That's crazy.
I think
2 seasons of playoff wins.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it-
insane.
I think what all of the other, like at the start of the playoffs, all of the other quarterbacks combined for 16 playoff wins or something.
So he's literally doubling everybody else.
It's
It's
stupid.
ridiculous. He really is the best GOAT. All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
I think that's
Oh,
it.
The one caveat I will add is Montana actually got hit. Like, I do acknowledge that Brady's the best, but quarterbacks have been super protected the last 15 years. And quarterbacks used to actually get hit.
That's
so,
true.
Like, Brady is the best, but I don't think he would have the longevity that the great quarterbacks had. You know, Marino had to retire early. Montana had Young behind him, so he was kind of ushered out quickly. But all of them took hits.
I'll use this as a quick plug for TB12 nutrition workout plan.
We're not plugging shit unless they're paying us, but
No free ads.
I might plug some in the intro. We'll see. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and we appreciate it as always. Follow us on all social media. That's Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. It's all Stone Sports Podcast. Also, we're on Spotify, so go check that out. And yeah, that's gonna do it. Say goodbye, boys.
Peace.
peace.
Later.